London Hot Radio.
All the happy people out there, mate, you know, just keep it that way, mate. Keep the energy live, keep it up tempo, and it's all good. And right now, I got to get on to the two special guests in the building right now. Mr. Nat Nye.
What's happening?
And Mrs. Golden Blue.
What's good? What's good?
How you lot? You good, yeah? How's life treating you lot?
Boy, I'm happy, especially after that tune. I'm happy.
How you feeling, Mr. Nat?
Yeah, man, I'm blessed. When the sun's shining and you wake up and you smell fresh air, you have to think, I'm glad to be alive, you know?
Excellent.
That's
I love
right.
that. I love that. You see, that is so simple and it's real. You know what I mean? Because some people get up and face bent up and this and that, but that's what life's about. Get up, breathe, happy. You know,
brush
live
your
another
teeth
day.
first and then...
yeah. Mouthwash.
Then everything's all good.
Mouthwash, everything. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all love. It's all good love. So listen, I'm going to jump straight into this interview right now because I know the listeners, they want to jump straight in, mate, straight in the deep end. So this question, the first question I'm going to put to both of you now is for both of you, yeah? Where did the poetry and the singing, the music, where did it all start from, Miss Golden Blue?
Okay, well, for me, it started in the womb of my mother because because my mother's a poet and she was performing on stage while she was pregnant with me.
Wow.
And also when she had me, she was performing on stage with me wrapped around her back.
Wow.
And also my father's a musician, an African traditional roots musician and the rest. So I've always been surrounded by and had the opportunity to be blessed by so many artists and performers around me growing up. So going to gigs with my parents, being at festivals, created so many different environments for me to express myself, and that's how it began for me.
Wow, that's deep. Yeah. I never heard that one before. And that is that's blessed. I love the sound of that. So what about you, Mr. Nat?
Where did it all start? I say consciously, it all started like, 2009, late 2009, where I thought, why don't I just put these ideas that are constantly circling my brain onto paper and, whoa, this can actually be performed. So consciously, but when you look back and you look through your papers, you're like, whoa, actually I wrote back then. And, you know, when you're really young as a child, you realise, oh, wow, I wrote stories and stuff. So, yeah, I'll say consciously 2009.
2009, yeah? That's
Yeah,
deep.
man.
That's deep. That's a good look. That's a good look. All right, next question is, which artist or which poet really inspired you growing up that kind of got you into the mood of, well, you've already said, Miss Golden Blue, that it was your parents, right?
Yeah,
Or was
I
there
think
anybody
definitely outside of my parents, the obvious one, I say obvious, but yeah, would be Maya Angelou, because from a young age I was reading a lot of her poems, and they just felt like a narrative to a lot of the things I'd see my community struggle through and be through and go through, and it was just knowing her poetry, learning her words, that instilled me with a certain kind of determination to share and express my story from my own perspective as well. So definitely Maya Angelou. In the community, got people like El Crisis, who've been around for a very long time as well. And when you go to events and you see other poets like El Crisis, Aminoir, Oneness from Best Kept Secret, these are the kind of people that inspired me to think, okay, I can actually consciously put my pen to paper and express myself in a way that connects with the audience, that other people are going to be able to identify with my experience. So yeah.
And Tupac listened to, what's her name, Maya
Angelou,
as well, because I saw her on YouTube talking about Tupac, so she definitely influenced a lot of people. So yeah, that's a good look. And you, sir?
Yeah, I'm more hip hop, so I don't really read poetry per se. I get inspired from listening to. Primarily, it was hip hop at first. Yeah. So you know, Tupac, and then all sorts of underground rappers. You know, Immortal Technique, and then you know a few of them. But yeah, like Golden Blue touched on, like spoken word artists that I've been inspired by directly is El Crisis, David J, the Pugilist, Shaka Campbell, various artists around me. But those three in particular, for me personally, like, inspires me on all levels, writing, performance, everything.
Yeah. All right. Next question I'm gonna ask you off the head now. You know, when you first started your poetry, yeah, who was the person that, like, you know, some people might have read their poetry to a school teacher, their mum, their uncle, and they said yeah, and gave you that kind of push to say yeah, like, you can proper do this, because it's, you know, some people have got all the stuff written down, but they ain't got that courage, or someone takes them to say, oh, go for it.
I think for me it was two things. So the first would be my poor friends on the end of the phone who just I just ring them randomly at like 2:00 in the morning. Oh my gosh, I got a poem, you have to listen, please. And you know, I had a lot of friends like from school. I had one friend called Rosie, and I used to ring her and just, you know, bombard her with the latest song or the latest poem that I'd written. And you know, it was just good to have her there on the end of the phone for me to just get it out to.
Yeah.
And then another thing would be these festivals that I went to, because there was a lot of jam sessions and kind of open mic kind of vibe.
Gotcha.
But imagine being on a field surrounded by people just very free and very open.
Yeah,
you know, be in the middle of the night, we'd have a campfire and just start sharing with each other. And that's where I do a lot of my first songs or poems, and people will then encourage you and say, wow, I didn't even know you did that, or you know, and that is how my confidence, if you like, was built through that experience.
Got you.
Yeah, mine was a bit different from that, because I'm a big head, innit? So like, I think I'm a don, you know what I mean? So like, when it comes to like asking people, basically I just wrote something, whatever came to my head, and I was like, people at work, I used to do youth work, and I just showed them, and they were like, oh yeah, that's all right. My girlfriend as well, showed it, and she was like, yeah. And then I thought, let me just go on straight stage, you know what I mean? Because I didn't think because I used to do a lot of acting back then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it comes to being nervous on stage, it never really happened to me. So until poetry, you know what I mean? That's when I learned the lesson. Until I got the stage with the paper, and I was like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Big teeth grin and that. Yeah. So.
I hear you. All right then. So listen. So I've seen you lot in action. You know, I know you lot are the real deal Holyfield, right? I see that, right? So what do you think it is that makes people take to your poetry? What do you think it is that takes you to that next level, that takes you to the top of the ladder? What do you think it is that you deliver to people that make people think like, wow? Because I remember when I was listening to you, Nat, I just came through the door and heard you, and I thought, right, that guy, he's heavy. I got to spit to him. And then when I heard Miss Golden Blue do her thing, it was like, it was inevitable. I had to go and speak to you. So what do you think it is that you, what do you think it is that you put to the audience that makes them put you at the top of the ladder?
I don't know. It's down to the audience to decide. But me, what I try to do personally is try put a different perspective on certain views, coming with like facts.
Yeah.
So I do a whole lot of research, and I put it just to make sure that my opinions can be backed up. If we ever have a conversation about it, I know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not straight pick out the air. So I do a lot of research, and I just want people to feel what I'm saying, but in a creative manner. So, you know, a rhythm, you know, a bit of literary techniques put in there to craft the truth that I'm trying to speak.
All right, excellent. I like that. All right, this question's for both of you. Yeah. How do you get yourself in the mood to write your poetry? What kind of vibe? What kind of environment was to be around? What kind of environment? Some people listen to music.
Bantu incense, yes. But some frankincense and myrrh.
All right.
And some, Love Supreme, which you can get in Tottenham, outside Seven Sisters. And
Sounds nice.
some shameless information there. But I think it depends. I think poetry is there to express different kinds of moods. So I wouldn't even say there's a mood per se that I get myself into to write. Okay. I write quite sporadically, just when it catches me. I don't really think of, I'm going to cover this subject matter. I don't really tend to approach poetry like that.
Okay.
So it's more about when I'm in a space where I know that I need to express this feeling that has been with me probably for quite some time. That is usually when it finally explodes onto the page. And I think it's just, as a creative person, your sensitivities to your surroundings are far more heightened because you're analysing, you're looking around, you're taking in things. That bird that flew over the, train station is not just any bird. That's, that bird is significant in that moment. And as a writer, you're going to capture that. And so when, for example, there's something that's been on your mind, maybe you're having a struggle in your life and you realise this is the most constructive and positive way for me to express this, it's going to eventually come out somehow, so for me it's about just being aware of myself at all times, and when I'm aware of myself, I know I can express myself. I don't necessarily need to get into a mood. It doesn't matter what mood I'm in. If at that time I feel like expressing, I know I can.
Got you. All right, next question I'm going to ask you lot. What's your favourite music? Who's your favourite artist and why?
That's a very difficult question. I'm a music lover, 100%. I love probably all kinds of music, bar extremely heavy metal. I was just balling to some folk music the other week, so I'm really a big fan. My main favourite kinds of music, traditional African music. One of my favourite artists would be obviously my father, Baba Adesoso Wallace, bar him, Fela Kuti, Salif Keita. Hip hop, love it. I'm a Wu-Tang girl. Wow. I love a bit of DMX as well. I get up in the funk as well. Parliament Funkadelic, Betty Davis. So funk, blues, hip hop. Those are my ones.
So just everything.
Everything.
There is no one. It's just everybody. All right. And you, Mr. Nat?
Yeah, man. Hip hop. I'm straight hip hop, but if it's good, it's good. So yeah. Golden Blue basically mentioned all of the other ones that I would possibly listen to, you know what I mean? But I'm a hip hop man.
All right, love, all right. I'm going to ask you this question now, right? What advice can you give to an up-and-coming poet that wants to take their first steps out and don't really know whether it's back, forth, left or right? What advice can you give to up-and-coming poets or, music artists that want to walk the road that you lot are walking right now?
I'd say first thing to do is write, perform, go on YouTube and check out spoken word artists that are already doing their thing. See if you can join a class, go open mic, network, chat to people in your field, find a mentor. Like, a mentor don't necessarily have to be somebody that you know, that could be somebody you don't know in America or something. Say Saul Williams is the man. I want to follow that person, study them, study your craft, study your own individual style, what you bring to the table, We're all different. What do you bring to the table? How can you better it and improve as an artist and draw from others as well?
Got you.
Plus, put your stuff out as well.
Yeah, I think for me, definitely I just agree with everything Nat just said. Another thing I would say in terms of advice would be know yourself, learn who you are, and know that it's your perspective, it's your words, it's your craft, it's your expression. And when you know yourself, you're able to communicate with other people much better. And that's really all it is. It's not necessarily about saying, okay, I'm going to be a poet, I'm going to be the next greatest poet ever. It's about you having a communication with your peers and saying, I know what you're going through. I go through the same thing every day. Boy, my poem might not even be as elaborate as, the last colonial empire or whatever, but it might just be about, boy, did you know that 75p juice that I did buy then? Boy, that really did,
Why?
Yeah, whatever your perspective is, just
deep. I love that. All right, these ones, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna come to the end now. These ones are just some off the top questions I'm gonna ask you lot, right? So between the both of you, McDonald's or KFC?
Bun down, either. Bun fire.
Lock them off.
If I had to, okay. for the sake of the question,
Yeah.
KFC.
I'm starving on the side of the road. I'm gone. Finished.
When you said bonfire, did you mean they needed to keep it on the grill for us?
Good one. Clearly, when we say bonfire, we just bun out all them corporations that are poisoning our people
Poisoning.
with food-like products.
All right. So
Like that.
I was gonna ask you this one. I'm gonna ask you anyway. Nando's or Pizza Hut? Pizza Express.
Nando's.
Pizza
Nando's.
Express.
Nando's.
Nando's all day. Yeah. All right. Light or dark?
Dark.
Dark.
Sweet or sour?
Sweet.
Sweet.
All right. Hot or cold?
Hot.
I was going to say cold, you know, but definitely hot. I don't know why I was going to say cold.
All right. Fish or meat?
Fish.
Fish.
All right. Voice note, phone call, or text?
Phone
Text.
call.
Okay.
What did you say?
Text.
What did you say?
Phone call.
All right.
Spend too much time on it though.
All right. It's all good. It's all good. All right. It was lovely having you lot. Can you let the listeners know how can they get hold of you? How can they go and check your stuff out? Where's your next event? Let the people know. Fling out some leads.
Okay, well, you can follow me on Twitter at Golden Coat. I'm on Facebook, Golden Blue, in brackets IO, AYO. You can also hit me up on the email, that old school thing there, which is goldenbluenetwork@gmail.com. And I'm going to be at the Mela Centre, hopefully, on the 18th, I believe. I think it is. I could be completely wrong. Just holler at me on the Facebook and you'll find out. There'll be the Mela Centre, some stuff at Rumi's Cave coming up as well. Yeah, I'm about.
All right.
Yeah, you can follow me at Twitter, at Nat SIO Nye, New Year's Eve. Easy to remember, right? And Facebook, Nat Nye, and YouTube, Nat Nye. So,
All day. Nat Nye all day.
Got a show on Friday. We're celebrating and commemorating Patrice Lumumba.
That's it. It's the Lumumba event.
yeah.
I'm going to be there.
That's deep.
Street.
That's
Some
deep.
support.
All right. I'm gonna say now. So, is there anybody that you want to big up or send any shout outs to? Any special somebody?
No, shout out my sister Sharifa Energy, just in
Yes.
general mashing
Big
up
up
the
Sharifa.
place on every level.
Big up
And
Sharifa.
you know, there's people in the community that inspire, and she's really inspiring me at the moment. She's just on the ball.
What does she do?
She's a poet. She's an activist in the community. She's just a very well-rounded sister with just some perspectives that our young people need right now.
True.
And I see her at Nothings, supporting and showing love in just such a humble and blessed way.
Yeah, you gotta get her down there. Man.
Yeah, definitely,
down there.
definitely.
That's a joint shout out for Sharifa.
All right.
Yeah, big up
All right.
Sharifa.
Big up Sharifa
Yeah,
every
big
time.
up.
Go on. Who you wanna big up?
That's it. I'm
Oh,
big up
just
Sharifa.
Yeah, that's
man.
it. We just
Big
done
up
the big
Sharifa.
up.
Right.
Big up,
Sharifa.
you know the players.
All right. Big up Sharifa every time, yeah? So listen, listeners, we're about to put these two poets on the line right now, and we're going to show you why they are the upper echelon of this thing. So, who wants to go first, mate? Who's the lucky
Golden
one?
Blues flung me up on there, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you're
I ain't got
talking
a choice.
about.
I swear it was ladies first, but you know, we're switching it up. That's how we do as poets, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so right now we're going to show you why these people are the ones, yeah? Like Jet Li. Go for it, brother.
Star twinkling in my parents' eyes. I'm glistening, golden like a Rolex in my mother's box. Watch out. It's time for the postage for the proletariat. That power to the people stamp. Birthmark of a panther. The royal mail sent from the divine. Hey, you can call me a godsend. Or more accurately, my name means God's gift. I take this as serious as the pride of a patriotic soldier. Chest crested with badges of honour, in line for another award, with the national anthem being a backdrop to heroism. Daily, I write Nathaniel Nye nightly skies, realigning the stars to horoscope my destiny. I'm supposed to affect change on the planet. The prowess of a poet, to conjure magic when we spell WORDS. We flip and switch words to alternate realities, and to itself we reflect societies, but how are we able? When our pens are left disabled, drying out on tables, unable to focus on the craft, fast and hands on mundane jobs that mind numb. Serve what purpose? My life? None. Waiters are like Obama supporters back in 08. we still waiting for a change. A tip to tip the scales of fortune, collecting coins, the savings to save time to nurture our career, but the clock's ticking. 25 and I'm still at my mum's house. We were promised an education would assure a better life. Well, my qualifications level best at GCSE, but people with degrees be on the same wage as me. How are you supposed to live when you work below living wage? This rat race ain't for progress. Frustrated because I prefer to work at bars that serve syllables instead of drinks. The VIPs are actually victims in my poetry, but I end up filling his glass with my glass. My glass is left half empty. What's the perspective? Inspect for the perspective of a bottle of Ciroc. I'm a spectator to these living large lifestyles. I've seen the canines of cannibals glisten, eating the meat of ribs. My rib cage getting thinner, their pockets getting fatter with artists kept in their pocket. They got me chasing my dreams on a treadmill. So, what's the hope of making meals? Maybe I should listen to these rappers deceive these brothers that drug dealers make that real money. But I understand, it's that feeling of hard cash in hand. Well, it's time to show my hand to the table. What card do I play? Do I play on the fact that I'm from Brixton? Start to stack bricks to fix my situation? Have fiends fixated with the shots I bust? Will I feel like a hot shot then? Or should I alter the lyrics that I spit? Switch the complex Rubik's cubic lines, twisted to find elements of truth central to its makeup with simple South London slang. Lad at a gangbang, let my guns band that got holes on the floss like a boss. Still name for real guys I like. I'm Rick Ross, drive whips to whip the minds of my people to the feeble. Be perfect picking for a label. It's not fairy tale fable when the studios are looking like fields because art is slave for their masters. I mean, it used to be for that sugar cane. Now it's blood, sweat and tears to produce tracks that are wrapped with aspartame. Hood stories sprinkled with sweeteners. Now that sugar canes. The minds of the youth feasting off this food for thought. They get diabetes thinking it's good to be sick. That's what happens when you don't own anything. That's why I have a rebel's rage. I am the philosopher's stone, the stone the builders refused. Toussaint, Toussaint. Why? Because they thought they saw him when they saw me emerge on stage. Frightened. From 1801, they still hate he for fighting for our independence. So I'm urged to relax. Even when I brush my teeth, fluoride take a ride for my nervous system. The tranquilizers to tame tigers into tree-hugging hippies, I'd be easy to control. But I'm a free spirit trapped in the confines of a mind, struggling to find a way out of these binds. What a feat to defeat this matrix. I've made the white rabbit's hole my home. From age 14, the substance within a red pill spills from my pineal gland daily. Never had a choice when you're chosen. As a youngster, every morning I rise from my bed like a phoenix to meet the sun by the skyline to engage in a battle of stairs I exchanged. 2020 vision for its fire to ignite my soul. I feel the eternal burn within the chambers of my heart, pumping the blood of lava. Don't question the passion of a blue flame. My purpose is to make a difference. Flow brainwaves for you to surf on. The information swimming in the saliva from a tongue that spits the scriptures depicted on the sides of ancient passages. Vocal verses channeled in forms of purple torches that light the 7 candles aligned in the human body. The lotus flowers bloom. When you see what I'm saying, that I'm opening gateways like Harriet Tubman's runways away for the runway. To run away like Usain Bolt, we win when we break free from the pack that are uniformed and stacked like a pack of bears stamped with ownership. Basically what I'm saying is, these be some serious, serious times, man. That's why we be on the front line battling Babylon so our babies can grow up free. Bless.
Woo! Woo! Man!
Just tore
Wow!
it up.
Wow! Wow, Mr. Nat Nye is in the building.
Bless, Uncle Drummer.
Man!
Yeah.
Man, see, you see what I'm saying, listeners? This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's all different out here, man. You ready for this, Miss Golden Blue?
Yeah,
You
come
ready?
on, let's
All
go.
right. Go get them.
Okay. You're just a teeth-in set of people, man. You don't give a damn. I'm trying to go right and you're stealing from my left hand. Bombarding me with adverts, advocating name brands, and every time I try ignore it, they just up their game plan. I'm on benefits that don't benefit, working 10 times harder than someone in full-time employment, and I would even clean toilets. Because as my dad says, it's the person that cleans the shit that truly knows its smell, and I've been shat on and spat on by this system for the crackdons, so I won't bury my head, legs or arms in the sand, because I overstand. You're just a teeth-in set of people, man. Rob me of my aspirations. No job, no home, continuous aggravation. Your incompetency is bothering me. Eternal lack of sunshine. Peak times, B. Rob me of my determination. So now all I can do is smoke dope and drink too. But the tonic for my gin is £1.79 in the corner shop, and don't think I can't afford it. 'cause I can. But the point I'm trying to make is, you're just a teething set of people, man. But why am I surprised? You've been consistent with your lies, raping my ancestors to steal their knowledge and gold, painting murky watercolours of history. How the Queen has diamonds on her head is a mystery. The British Museum displaying foreign artefacts. Are they yours? Where'd you get them from? How about you give them back? You stole enough from the pockets of your citizens this year, so jam. You're just a teething set of people, man. This government's on the real hustle. They've got free education to poison your brain, NHS drugs that drive you insane, consumerism made from 100% pure pain. But the people are content, so aren't we the ones to blame? That poor boy was in care, now in jail for murder, what a shame. The BNP don't want me here, so I'll go back to my country of crystal waters clear, where coconuts drop on grains of sand fair, and the climate won't dry out my thick afro hair, singing tunes of ancient bands. But in reality, what happened to my land? Oh right, I remember. You're just a teething set of people, man.
Yeah.
Woo! Them teeth!
Hey, that's a shutdown. Hold on. You remember you were singing when I saw
Yes.
you? I need you to bless them with that. I need to give them some Lauryn Hill up.
No pressure. Okay. I'm stagnant, so mosquitoes breed. They be breeding at a faster speed. Carry in every disease, infectious to my body. Tropical and mysterious, this virus is serious. As my mind moves, my body's numb. Need some help, is there anyone? That's why I got to keep on moving, yeah. 'Cause this here path that I'm now choosing is the same thing that's got me losing my motivation to keep moving, yeah. I'm speechless, 'cause I talk too much, too inner, all of this such and such. My purpose has lost its focus. The ramping is just atrocious. Frustrated, aggravated, elevated, lack of patience. I need the calm and to feel at one. Need some help, is there anyone? That's why I got to keep on moving. Ooh, 'cause this here path that I'm now choosing is the same thing that's got me losing my motivation to keep moving, yeah. That's why I got to keep on moving. 'Cause this here space makes me feel empty. And if no one can hear my calling, maybe movement will resurrect me. Yeah, got to keep on moving. London Hot 6 Radio.
London Hot Radio.
Nat Nye, you ready to come
man.
finish them off?
Explain the erratic actions of an agitated people. Steam this food for thought, reasons why the anger simmers. Ready to boil over. They administered a Rodney King-style beating to a 16-year-old girl. Turning the heat up, the place inevitably got burnt. The mainstream media is like Spider-Man with Shane Warne skills. The insane swing of a wind turbine during a hurricane. Astonishing the way they generate such wicked spins. Their minds are wicked, they hit when they weave stories intentionally to deceive. Well, leave it to a poet with vicious wordplay, not afraid to enter the fray the way I be coming in like the lightning strike on a news flash. You could say I'm breaking news. My tongue's a sword, I slay Svengali, I slip through, viciously sidestepping stings, slip spins from spiders' limbs, reverse the curse when stories cannot be woven. Truth ripped from a web of lies, free to fly out a poet's vocal furnace, operating like a barbecue, cause although I don't eat pork, I realise these pigs need to get grilled. Why? Check the shocking statistics. Profile of a criminal. Here stands a black man. Under Section 60, 37 times nationally more likely than a white man to get stopped and searched. Well, let's stop and search for the reasons why. Institutionalized racism is rife, more dangerous than ever, sophisticated, updates with the times, it's systematic, it's obvious when you can see the statistics. Lee Jasper's analysis, at current rate, we still at least 150 years away from genuine equality. It cuts deeper than the skin though. When the white working class bleed, they feel the pain of the black man. For 23 years, the truth been buried in the boroughs of Hillsborough. Explains why over 1,000 deaths in police custody is equal to 0 convictions of any officer since 1969. But what we see is police occupation prevalent in poor places, prison perception positioned in the man's prison, prep for a life with revolving doors. But if you fought to walk on top of, not in off the streets that breathes from the lives it eats, you still get treated like you should be. They ought to teach in biology class that our class more likely experience a life with a nucleus inside of cells with steel membranes. I strain my brain in wonder, whom did they protect and serve? Operation Bohan, Ian Puddocks felt it. Foot soldiers follow orders, on the beat looking for someone to beat on. They be the batter in a baseball the way they got their bat on. Knocking the block of them boys off the block, heads roll because they roll like James Bond. They got the license to kill with devilish thrills. They use Satan's trident, the pool stick used to stick hell to the black community. Game up, black boy, who's a black ball blasted into the hole below the green. It's that pool of blood that satisfies savages scavenging to be fed by death. Mark Duggan, another victim. Though they initially claimed he shot the police, that was about as believable as a British man under the guise of making tea committing samurai-style suicide during a drugs raid. R.I.P. smiley culture. We know even in America the only time man is letting shots off at 5-0 is on Grand Theft Auto. Though they found a bullet. Evidence that he pulled it. To inspection revealed it fired from police issue. No wonder the way they spray bullets. They must be gardeners. Their shells be scattered seeds. Explain how a gun in a sock in a shoebox sprout like a flower 5 meters away from a murdered man with no forensic evidence of him ever holding it. The only possible explanation, the police must have planted it. Horrified is not enough. These cases are not restricted to one-offs. It's 2014 now and we still feel the pain of the bullet wedged in Cherry Groce's spine. R.I.P. Queen. Tell me, who do we call when 999 is the enemy?
Wow. Woo! Deep. Listen, we're going to have to cut this one short. I just want you to just sing a little. Just want you to just nice it off with just something.
Okay.
Just nice them off. Yeah? Nat Nye's in the building.
Okay, this is something a little different. Okay. My mama just called me. She said not to worry. My brother's gone off the rails again. Don't know what the F's happening. My sister-in-law is staying with her till some sort of a truce occurs. They do this all the time, gets on my nerves. I've had enough of it, had enough of this bullshit. I can't take it, so I need to go and fake it. Put on a smile, if only for a while. Tap into my good vibes because I usually don't do cheap thrills, but I'm doing cheap thrills now. If you got some food, I got some weed. Let's practice our rolling skills. I usually don't do cheap thrills, but I'm doing cheap thrills now. If you got some drink, I'll choke it up in the sink because I'm doing cheap thrills now.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah. Woo! Yeah. Hey, I want to say love and honor goes out to the 2 top poets in the building. Yeah? You come in here today, you shut it down, and you're at the top. That's why you're at the top.
Bless you.
That
Give
is why
thanks.
you're at the top. I love
Big
the
up, W.
wordplay. I love the singing. I love it all. That's why I had to call you on the station, because I know that you lot are definitely at the top. And it's amazing, man. I love that show today. Love the performance. Yeah. I want to say blessed for the energy, yeah?
That's right.
Yeah.
Give thanks to SW16, London Hot Radio,
London Hot
in
Radio.
the place.
There you go.
Keep it locked, people.
keep
There
it
you go.
locked.
There you go. So, yeah, I want to say once again, big up. Thanks for coming down here today.
Pleasure.
And representing, you know. It's always a pleasure when people come down and show their skills, you know. That's what it's about. It's about the promotion. It's about you lot letting people know what kind of energy, what kind of fire you got behind you. And like their listeners heard today, is outstanding. Yeah? So, right? I want to say thank you for coming in today. It's all love, yeah?
Big up to Uncle Drama in the place.
All right.
DJ Sin, big up
DJ
DJ Sin.
We're going to keep it moving. So DJ Sin, keep talking, keep talking. He wants me to keep
So,
talking.
big up word of mouth. Everyone come every Sunday. Remember, 6 to 10 p.m. London Hot Radio, Cafe, Nando's, Streatham. You know where it is. So make sure you guys turn up. All right. Sorry about the delay on Ibiza Hot Radio. So everybody who's waiting for Orn and Millet to come on, my bad. Apologies. We're gonna have that in 30 minutes. So yo, boom, big show. Big up to Uncle Drummer. Big up to the poets. Big up to Word of Mouth. Big up to Lizzie Secker for doing her thing, working hard on it. Big up to everyone who's a part of this movement. Yeah. Boom. Drummer. Anything else you want to say?
What are we off now? Is it finished now? We got how much minutes we got? How much minutes?
Yeah, we're finished.
But how much minutes we got left? Was it over?
Can you not see? I'm improvising right now. We're playing the improv right now. You hear what I'm saying? Like, play the improv, blood.
Right,
Don't drop me in it.
Alright. I have to
anyway.
drop you in it. That's what you done to me when I first come in the game. You dropped me in it,
When
mate.
did I drop you in
dropped
it?
me
When
in it,
I
mate. Yeah.
If
listen
only
to
we
the
had
shows,
El
bruv.
Crisis, he could Everyone
That's the
McGlashan,
only
he could have
way
done his
I'll
one
learn.
drop.
Anyway,
Alright.
big show.
As soon as we
Big show.
drop it.
Hey, yo, drummer.
Yeah, what's
One
up,
more
dude?
song. Are we fading a song out?
Yeah, what the last song, man, and this one is dedicated to Nat Nye and Miss Golden Blue
Oh, bless her.
because they
bless.
definitely did take back something, yeah. And this is what we're gonna drop the last tune, Mr. JT. Let it go.
And rhymes, you can stop Uncle Drums, he's so versatile. He keeps finding new songs with pattern and styles. Watch out that DJ rise to the top. Brrrr, put it up, set up. Bucky Joe the Bozo correct.